Hello everyone and welcome back to my Destiny reaction series. My name is Tara if you don't know me. And if you're not sure what's going on here, I've been catching up on all the story of Destiny in preparation for the upcoming Final Shape expansion. And today we're watching the Season of Dawn, so let's get right into it. Is that the Infinite Forest?
Before you, the Red Legion had never been defeated in battle.
Does this mean Osiris is showing up?
Them, drove them to a desperation they've never known. They have scoured the system, searching for salvation. Instead, they found my failed experiment.
Uh-oh.
The Sundial prototype.
Sundial prototype?
It is a means to walk the corridors of time.
Oh boy.
Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion into countless realities. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War.
Oh no.
Show them history is written by the victors.
I mean, history is written by the victors. Hey, it's Osiris! Hey, buddy! Return to Osiris. Osiris nods with approval. With the new Empyrean slate you've constructed, you're now able to access a fully operational sundial. Activate the terminal and launch the startup sequence. Perhaps you'll succeed where I failed. He nods again, but his eyes are downcast.
The shotgun you crafted in the Infinite
that's
Forge
very
is
quiet.
reacting to the sundial. An onboard transponder is broadcasting coordinates. A path through the sundial, crossing 2 time periods.
These are some crazy visuals.
The prophecy blueprint you used to create the perfect paradox must have included this broadcast. If you can open up the initial chamber, I can align us to the first time period the broadcast is referencing. This is new. Topographical scan confirms this is Mercury circa the Dark Age. Incoming signal on an old emergency band. Hold on.
I repeat, this is Saint-14. The Fallen have overrun Zephyr Station. If you can hear this, turn back.
Isn't
Saint, hold your
Saint-14?
position. You have an armed guardian incoming.
Isn't he
Who
dead?
is this?
Just stay alive, Titan.
All is lost, Guardians. Get out of here. I'll hold them off for as long as I can.
I thought we found Saint-14's dead body at the end of Curse of Osiris, right? And Ghost was like, oh, I always wish you'd turn out like him.
The Fallen cannot be stopped. They do not negotiate. Their bargains are lies.
Bargains are
I've
lies.
watched them burn and pillage whole villages in the Cosmodrome. Ah! I've watched drags eat children.
I love his accent.
They envy us. Their legends say the Traveler chose death before us. And they will kill. They will torture. They will maim to earn their machine god's favor. The life the
I wonder if
Traveler
that's
gave
true.
us, it only brings more violence. Your strength sight to behold. What has all your strength come to? Our people are dying on Earth. They died here on Zephyr Station. I arrived with 1,000 human corpses. Mercury was supposed to be a garden, but the facts are here first. They have murdered this planet, and this fallen of the House of Red dragged the zero away from
House
the
of
Cosmodrome. They destroyed us.
I think this is the first I've heard of House of Red.
Another minute and they would have eaten my ghost. Fallen are monsters.
Some are. Are you fit to fight, Titan?
I was supposed to protect these people. I should be dead.
You're stronger than you think.
Not strong enough. What is this?
The perfect paradox, built by my guardian out of spare parts, and light, and sheer will to aid you.
It's beautiful.
I probably shouldn't be showing you this, but when has that ever stopped us? This is the last safe city of humanity. hundreds of years from now. During the day, there are children laughing in the streets. When night falls, the people sleep in their homes, not against the walls, weapons in hand, like the early days.
Like my people.
These are your people, Saint. They're descendants. If you quit the fight, maybe you'll live forever. Your ghost will protect you no matter what. But this last city might never happen.
Oh no. Okay, wait. Because we know that Saint-14 dies, is Ghost trying... Oh, wait, this is kind of sad. Ghost is trying to convince Saint-14 to keep fighting so that he dies, so that his descendants, like, all his fighting is then worth it because we get to the future that we're in, right? Is that what's going on here, I wonder?
Everything I've ever built has died. I've buried most of the people I've met. I can't do this. Not anymore.
We all make our own choices. Good luck, Titan.
Speak with Osiris. Guardian, I'm glad you're here, Osiris says. The Cabal continue to run rampant through the timelines of Mercury. The temporal instabilities they've caused are in danger of infecting the rest of the system. He shakes his head. We can't allow the corruption to spread. We must repair more of the obelisks. You will find them in the EDZ and on Nessus. Reactivating them is the only way to ensure the effects of the Sundial are contained.
I've killed enough of you to end the war. And you took my light. I guess that makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, you cowards.
Oof. So that was probably his death. Return to Osiris. Osiris's eyes narrow as he takes the ghost shell from you. The words you heard when you found this were Saint's last, the warlock says. I've looked everywhere in the network for this ghost. There was never a distress signal. There was nothing. Your trip to the past must have changed an element I never took into account. He shakes his head. The sundial is nearly ready for another jump, but it's hungry for light.
I've killed enough of you to end the war. And you took my light. I guess that makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, you cowards!
This is trippy.
Now where are we? Let's see. Topographical readouts match near-present Mercury. This is before I found you. And after Saint-14 launched his last mission to find Osiris.
Oh.
Guardian,
Oh, is this the mission that he's gonna die in?
back. Just in time. I was about to send my ghost away. I'm afraid that Warmind has taken my light. But now that you're here, these facts
What? Oh!
Very aggressive. I like that. You are even more vicious than I remember. 2 for 1. And Cayde owes me glimmer. What's the interest? I will be a very rich man.
Oh, he doesn't know about Cayde,
Thanks for me,
obviously.
my friend. I'm trapped, not dead. Amazing. I can feel the light in my bones. Warmind, time to die!
Oh my god, what a badass. I like that shield.
It's been a long time, my friend. I've chased your memory for centuries. You should go now. Those who could kill me are dead. You've made sure of that.
And
I've chased your memory for centuries? Is that what he said?
What if the Vex take your light again?
Impossible. It cost them everything to build the martyr mine. When you crushed it, they were doomed.
You want us to leave you? You'll be stuck here for years.
You've both done plenty. Just open the infinite forest gate. I'll meet you the long way around, at the end. What's a few more years of fighting Vax?
What a badass. Does he make it out of this alive?
We did this right. Saint should be waiting for us in the forest. Let's hope he's still alive.
Hold on. So this boy's been fighting for a few more years, Vex, to meet us at the entrance of... Oh, this timey-wimey bullshit is so crazy. To meet us at the entrance of the forest. Are we gonna change the reality that he died? Or like pull him from a new timeline and he lives, I wonder.
My name is Saint-14.
Why are you dragging
They call me the greatest titan who ever lived. But I would be dead if not for you.
Dude, he's so cool.
Since the day I met you, I swore I would make it my duty to follow your example. I'm still trying.
This is kind of, whoa, I like that. This is kind of a little bit backwards because I'm remembering when we found Saint-14's body way, way back in Curse of Osiris, Ghost said that he wished that we would, or he always wished that we would be a guardian like Saint-14 was, but now it's kind of role reversal and Saint-14 looks up to us and admires us in reverse. Interesting.
I didn't think it was possible. I had given up. I spent lifetimes looking for Saint. A dozen of my echoes lost their minds before I retired them. Part of me wishes you were there to see it, to feel what I felt when I surrendered. But then where would we be? What you've done today, this is amazing. Saint will need your help. The world has changed since he last walked free. In his youth, he talked often about the guardian who inspired him. I should have guessed it would be you.
Oh, that's so timey-wimey bullshit. God damn it.
Next
Oh, I
time
missed some
bullies
text.
come crashing
Crap,
on our
crap, crap.
gates, I
About the guardian who inspired him. I should have guessed it would be you.
That's messed up. Anyways, Journey's End. Osiris looks at you with a warmth you've never seen from him. Thank you, he says. You saved a legend of the city today, and a friend of mine. His eyes harden. But I'm afraid I still need your help. Saint will want to speak with you. There's more work to do. In the Sundial and beyond. He nods. Whenever you're ready.
the next time bullies come.
Guardian, hello! Saint-14 points to a clustered overlay of schematics on a page of indecipherable nonsense. As you can see here, we are missing a key component of Osiris's obelisk device. Saint-14 studies Osiris's notes for a moment. It would appear the core powering the sundial is needed, but it is still anchored to one of the timelines within. After a moment of consideration, Saint-14 looks to you. I will prepare the device while you retrieve the core. He hands you a summation of the task.
Crash.
A legendary hero and the former Titan Vanguard, Saint-14 disappeared into the Infinite Forest only to be later rescued by a fellow Guardian. So we did change his fate? Or it's an alternate timeline, Saint-14?
On our gates, I will be here to answer. I almost did not see you, Hunter. You were so small.
You were so small. Saint-14 takes the weapon frame from you, holding it as if it is something very precious. This, he says, looking up from the frame, was used during the Battle of Twilight Gap. The battle was one of the moments that helped define what we as a city stand for. He hands the frame back to you. The people of the last city came together as one to fight that battle, guardians and lightless alike. If you could repair this, we would recover an important piece of our history, a symbol of what it means to be a guardian. He considers the frame in your hands, thinking, perhaps in the ruins of Twilight Gap, you could recover the materials to return this weapon to its former glory.
Is a useful quality. Welcome to Twilight Gap, the place where humanity nearly died.
Guardian, there are no Crucible matches scheduled for the Gap today.
Osiris, how did you know we were here?
I saw the Guardian arrive.
You're spying on her?
I watch all Guardians of stature.
The battle against the Fallen that took place here, it made Titans famous. Not in a good way.
You say that like the warlocks and hunters sat on their hands.
Get off this line, Osiris. I'm showing the Guardian something very important.
Make me.
You would not survive that, but you made me laugh. You can stay.
You can stay. Hang on, I love these two's dynamic.
The fabled yellow horns of legend were constructed from the armor of guardians who died here. Final deaths, all of them.
What happened here wasn't your fault. Or mine.
We would have lost if not for Shax's last stand. With Cayde and Abdi, and Truce, Li Fang, Anna, they all believed in him.
He's more stubborn than you.
I have never known him to give up, ever. He's taught me a lot. Guardian, whether you wanted it or not, you've become the best of us. Or close to it. Without you, there would be no Saint-14. The Battle of Twilight Gap might have been lost.
Saint, your ego knows.
So, one thing that I need clarity on is when things change in the Infinite Forest, they become canon, or were they always canon? Did us, like the Guardian, did we always timeline? Okay, I'm sorry. Timeline bullshit is ouch. But anyways, did we always go back? Because we go back now, did we always go back to inspire him? And in which case, why did he live this time? And last time he died while fighting the Vex? That's what I'm a little bit confusion on.
There's no bounds.
Was Saint-14 only like the brave warrior he was because he interacted with us and we inspired him? Or was he, oh God, time bullshit. I love it and I hate it.
Fat head, Warlock.
What's all this? Guardian, there are no sanctioned matches at Twilight Gap right now.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Osiris!
Warlord Shax, as I live and breathe.
Saint-14? I thought you were dead.
Brother, I have always hated you.
They'll be at this for a while, Guardian. Feel free to move about the universe. I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to this.
Shax, the Crucible. What have you done with it?
It's not the crucible by which you and I were forged. Took years. But Twilight Gap changed everything. After that day out there, the Crucible went from a place where we settled our differences to a place where we bettered ourselves.
I heard you give out some amazing weapons to your fighters.
Those weapons are earned with blood, sweat, and tears.
Are you sure your fighters are bettering themselves or chasing hardware?
Listen, even Guardians need to get paid once in a while.
When you put it that way, you
Loot
sound like
goblins.
that sad, lonely rat man who lives downstairs.
The Drifter.
The Drifter?
Keep your enemies close, right?
No!
Watch him for us.
I
No,
was
we love the
shocked
Drifter.
to see Eris mourn again. She is not as she was.
She represents the best of us. Ghostless. And stronger than you and me both.
Perhaps we could get her a bigger gun. She would not have to carry that rock all the time. Speaking of guns, tell me more about these weapons you've crafted. I am not allowed to earn them. I have heard you made one for young Redrix. Redrix's claymore?
Broadsword.
Whatever. There was a hand cannon as well. You made one for Yosef. Luna's howl.
Yes, Luna was his dog. She passed on the moon, fighting Hive.
Those bastards. I'm glad you killed their king.
Are these questions leading anywhere, Saint?
Yes. The long rifle you designed, the revoker, what's the story behind it? What does it do?
It shoots bullets, Saint. It's a gun.
All the good work you've done. The city is amazing. The tower is amazing.
Anything I've done pales in comparison to what our Guardian has accomplished.
I always told you she would return to save us.
Still wearing that spinfoil hat, I see. The Guardian saved you with Vex Tech. She is not a divine savior.
Wanna bet?
Oh, you never change.
And you still owe me Glimmer.
In my defense, you were dead. And I don't make much as Crucible Handler.
You know, when I walk the streets of the city, the children demand I carry them. I do so, but I ask them to sing me a song. A song of their people.
No, I refuse.
Then you can pay me. A Titan is only as good as his word.
But I don't know any songs.
Make something up.
Saint-14 is a cutie! What the? Bro's a cutie patootie!
Let me see. Eris hummed a few bars on the moon. How did it go? I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
Oh my god!
That is awful.
It's not my song. It's Eris's.
Temporal integration successful, God.
That was horrifically delightful.
I've oriented you precisely within the intersection of our timeline and the one the Legion attempts to set in motion. It now falls
Right,
to
the Red
you
Legion. I forgot
to
about
collapse this budding reality. I'm detecting intrusions into the Vex network. These are my bypass signatures. They're using my sundial to access the forest. Break their integration attempts. Without its leader, does the Red Legion remain united under a shared purpose? Or has the deposed Emperor slipped his followers into their ranks? To seal shut the passage into the forest would breed far more harm than good. Relieve these cabal of their high aspirations. The infinite forest is preserved. For now. I wish to decide the fate of those endless passages myself. We have not yet reached the end of its usefulness. Steel yourself. Remember what is at stake. Everything, Guardian. Everything.
The sky piercer.
That scion would have seen all of humanity enslaved under its banner. The Traveler as we know it would be nothing but a myth. Thank you, Guardian.
Thank you for coming. We've gathered here today to celebrate the life of my mentor, my inspiration. Heroine of the Red War. The woman who avenged Cayde's sin. She had 100 times, I cannot recall.
Oh, this is the Guardian's grave. And he's giving our eulogy. What? That... Timey-wimey, I'm not gonna ask questions. That's trippy.
And she died doing what she does best. Defending the last city of humanity. Ages ago, she saved my life. And then inspired me to save myself. I am glad that she did. Because Traveler help us. She is gone. And there is no one to save us now. On the day we met, I decided I would follow her example. I'm still trying.
Aw.
I've marked this grave with one of her favorite weapons, shattered in that final confrontation. It used to be mine. All who find what we've left here, please leave it be. Unless you're still out there somewhere. You've performed miracles before. In which case, take it and come back to us, and we'll kill what killed you, or die trying.
Interesting.
I am glad to see birds.
The corridors of time stretch on forever. I glimpse them within the infinite forest. Saint-14.
Still nest in these old walls.
Saint-14 reaches out and shakes your hand. It is good to see you, Guardian. I have a small problem. Saint produces a display, signal locked to a source of light in the tangled shore. The signal is weak, but aligns perfectly with the frequency of Saint-14's light from the sundial and your newfound chronometric core. It cannot be me. I am here. Saint laughs nervously. Zavala tells me you have friends in the tangled shore. Saint crosses his arms. I do not think the fallen would react so well to my presence. He chuckles, unfolds an arm to reveal a datapad, and requests you go in his stead.
Good health, friend. What is this? My old weapon? No, your new weapon. Oh, you seem to improve everything you touch, Guardian. Old things made new, given purpose. This is a good lesson. In your absence, I walked the streets of the city, spoke to the people. I sat beneath the traveler and listened. Scars are still healing. I witnessed many new faces. They look to me and see a myth. I admit it does make me feel old and humbled. But as I walked, do you know what I saw? Smiles. I heard music. It is good to be reminded why we fight. I will walk the streets again tomorrow. Maybe I will sing.
Dude, I'm in love. Saint-14 is such a good character. You've returned Saint-14's old fusion rifle, Bastion, to him. He fiddles with the rifle briefly and sets the damaged connections straight with the component you had. The rifle hums to life. He thanks you for finding the source of his light and laments that his weaponry was used against Guardians. Never again, he whispers, before handing the gun back. This man's seen some trauma.
Do not rush by. Come, sit. Take the time to breathe.
Saint-14 is impressed by your commitment to the last city. Once again, you have inspired me, he says warmly. As guardians, we serve the city in ways that are needed, not only in ways that suit us or bring us personal glory. Every small act counts. He hands you a book. Now that I have returned, I will provide new ways for you to serve the people, and together we will keep this city safe.
The Legion's tampering has left this timeline fraught with inconsistencies. If you hadn't forced its collapse, they would have caused permanent damage. Well done. I have heard that Cabal legions cannot return to the fold until their conquest has been ratified. I don't know if this remains true for the Red Legion, but if it does, slay the Scion and make this system their prison. This path has been walked before. I remember sitting in a sea of stars soaked in meditation. I reached out and chose a tiny gleam of light that ruptured and bled. It burned away each atom of my being as the light ran, scorching a trail into my skin. It was but one fate set in motion, one that I was certain.
I'm trying to focus on Osiris, but there's like rave music in the background.
Could not be brought to finality. Each time I traced that line in my mind, attempted to follow its probability to its logical end, it faded. Each time, until now. There are omens I have ignored in my haste to pursue my own agendas. This experience has brought clarity, Guardian. You have my thanks. Sagira asked me to thank you for cleaning up another of my messes.
Why can't we hear that from Sagira herself?
Obviously, I don't see it that way. All that happened with the Sundial was necessary to achieve this outcome, including the return of Saint-14.
So we did mess
What
with
you've
time a
achieved
little bit.
here on Mercury, I'm only beginning to believe. The future I saw in the Infinite Forest, when all this began, the subatomic annihilation of this reality, and perhaps you've prevented it. I pray that you have. Because no hero or weapon could defeat that emptiness. Go. Run your strike missions, your crucible training. Live your life while you can.
Osiris meets your approach with warm acknowledgement. It would seem that our paths are entwined, Guardian. Impeccable work as always. Osiris offers you a rare smile. I always wrote off Saint's hopeful speeches as rhetoric or inspiration, but you have given credence to his message. Osiris takes a breath and gives you his full attention. For the first time, I believe we have hope. He nods, and his attention is split again. Saint-14 will need your assistance maintaining the tower obelisk. Trust that it is worth the effort. Osiris looks past you to the horizon. With cooler tempers, and with the core secure, perhaps it is time to visit the city again. And listen to music? Is that Rasputin? What is this?
It's been a while, old man.
Wait!
The tower looks at you and sees a god. But I see a thug.
What are you doing?
A murderer. Betrayer. You know why I left the Infinite Forest. What I saw. A line has been drawn in this system. Light on one side, dark on the other. Where do you stand?
Don't touch Rasputin! Osiris must make some sense. I love Rasputin. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for it. Sorry. Season of Dawn kind of felt like Curse of Osiris 2.0, and was more enjoyable. However, what is Osiris doing with Rasputin? It sounded like he was threatening him and said, hey, pick a side, like pick our side, pick light. But other than that, I'm sure that'll be touched on more in depth in the future. I want to talk about Saint-14 and what a good character he is and how much I love him. And bro's a cutie patootie, and I think he's like right up there with Cayde, or well, with how Cayde was, in terms of how much endearment I feel from him. Maybe even a bit more. He's just so, I don't know. He's just like this bubbly, pure little. He's cute as fuck. I love him. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing for that's my Destiny journey, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I hope there's more Saint-14 in there. Bye.